Are there any logical reasoning question types in particular that give you trouble?
The most recent ones that I realized were assumption questions.
Okay, so with assumption, there's necessary assumption and
Yeah,
sufficient assumption. Do you feel like you have a good handle on the difference?
I do.
Okay, awesome. Do you find one more difficult than the other?
I found necessary assumption more difficult.
Okay, how do you approach those right now?
So right now, I've been like I'll read the first, read the question stem, then and figure out which type of assumption question it is, and then I'll go in and read the stimulus, and then identify the premises, and then the conclusion. And then my first step after that is to think about possible objections immediately. And then right after, once I think about the possible objections that I have in my head, I'm usually able to go to the answer choices and like eliminate three answer choices by then, and then usually I have two left that are like pretty good, and then I use the negation test.
Awesome, perfect. So you're doing all the things that you should be doing on these.
Yeah.
I want to add one other tool to your toolkit, which is think of necessary assumption questions like a very specific kind of must be true question. They're
Okay.
not really asking you for new information. A person who believes in the stimulus, who is logically committed to the stimulus, is also logically committed to all underlying necessary assumptions. So like if you tell me that you have studied the LSAT thoroughly and you know all the different types of questions, then it must be the case, and I can assume that you also know about logic games, because logic games are a category within the umbrella of the LSAT. It wouldn't really be new information to know that
Yeah,
you know about logic games if I already know that you know the LSAT as a whole. So
that's a good way to think about
treat
it.
them like inferences.
Yeah, I'll
Awesome. A
try
lot of
that.
times, awesome. Yeah. A lot of times people will run from the correct answer on necessary assumption because it seems like it's we too moderate, or we already know that and they want
Yeah.
stronger language. But for this type, we don't want anything new. We want something that we already knew based on the stimulus. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.